Hi, welcome to Rajal Live. In this video, we are going to discuss about the financial analyst job profile because as you all well aware about, I'm making series on understanding the job descriptions while applying for any job opportunities by any job seekers or career transformation people or freshers or someone. Whoever wants to apply jobs, usually they'll be finding difficulty in understanding the right skill set, what is required for the prospective job profile. This I am not generalizing for everyone. This based on the observation I had experience by dealing with lot of students, even working professionals. When I'm doing some training or coaching, followed by consulting services and all, I found this is where majorly most of the people were finding difficulties. So based on that, I'm making some video series. Earlier, I made a series on business process analyst followed by data analyst profiles as well. You can see in my uh, YouTube channel. And this is the third video I'm making, which is on something relating to financial analyst. So financial analyst is a kind of job profile which is available in any of the organizations, especially people who are dealing with finances. Of course, every organization requires some finance team to manage their budgets, understanding the forecasting of the expenses as well as the kind of operational costs, incomes, all that stuff. So, taking some decisions financially and to take financial decisions in regular intervals. There is a prominence of importance in reference to the financial analyst role is increasing day by day. By keeping that into context, herewith I'm explaining about what kind of skill set is standard and as well as the basic skill set a financial analyst requires. But organization to organization, requirement to requirement, senior to seniority, experience to experience, we maybe require some other additional skill set that happens because we cannot generalize 100%. To an extent possible, generalization can be we can do, but not 100%. So maximum and extent possible, what are the general and underlying competencies being a financial analyst one must be good with is what my explanation is all about. There may be other additional skill set you may be required, depends on the organization to organization, as I mentioned earlier. Now, this I have categorized the skill set into three different parts. One is about underlying competencies, like the kind of general competencies which an individual must possess and having. Second, financial and accounting skill set. What is that an individual must possess? Followed by the kind of technical skill set. What is that it is required? So if you get into this video, the first is called underlying competencies. Underlying competencies is nothing but the kind of general skill set an individual must be having when he is working for any of the organization. So for that, of course, verbal and written communication skills are the one which are essentially important for any job profile nowadays. This is nothing to do with technology, nothing to do with domain IT or non-IT or that sort. So verbal and written communication skills are important because if I want to express our opinions, expectations, and all that, so while we are conducting meeting and working across people, so verbal and written communication skills are needed. At the same time, team management skills required even. So what are all the different team management skill sets like to managing teams and all everything is essentially needed. Followed by this, one should having experience in reference to the preparation of the business plan. Sometimes whenever we are preparing some business planning for any of the organizations, either for new engineering of that sort, equally financial planning is also required. So under the business planning, financial planning, understanding about the investments, right? So cost of it, right? So return of investment. So that sort of financial planning is also required initially to understand apart from business planning and all. So this is also part of underlying competency. Knowing our understanding our about preparing business planning and all everything is also required. So exclusive for business planning and how to do it, all that. Of course, I have prepared a video. I made a video and it was posted even in my channel. You can go through that. At the same time, decision making and problem solving skills is also required. So based on the financial such a confirmations, whatever we have come across, we need to understand and we need to take some decisions. At the same time, whatever the problems were identified, that has to be solved. So our direction should be something drives towards that. So decision making and problem solving skills are also essentially required. So when we talk about underlying competencies, decision making and problem solving skills, team management skills, verbal and written communication skills like preparing business plans. So these are the basic underlying competencies an individual must be possessed in reference to the financial analyst job profile as well. Now, the second skill set is called financial and accounting skills. It's both finances and accounting as well, because finance is majorly focusing on building financial models by preparing some MIS reporting, understanding business forecasting, variation analysis. At the same time, creation of some dashboards, right? So all these things comes under financial models. Followed by this, one should have experience in understanding and as well as preparing financial reporting and financial analysis. Like financial reporting, maybe by understanding the profit and loss accounts and balance sheets of the organization and all that. So we'll be having a high level understanding over that. So financial reporting and financial analysis is also required for any person who is applying for the job opportunities. At the same time, we should have experience in understanding about monthly financial review of the companies. So followed by this, as I mentioned in the top of the underlying competency, like preparing business valuations for the startups. So as a part of business planning and all everything, this is also something essentially required. Apart from that, being a financial analyst, we need to have an exposure towards annual budgeting of companies. This is also required. And one of the major, I can put it as financial and accounting skills or technical skills, I can say. Excel is something required for any financial analyst as a major front. Of course, there are some technical skills that is required, that is added on anyway. But standard of Excel is essentially required. This experience is there for a very long time because Excel is from very long time. So Excel understanding over basics and advanced Excel like pivot tables, all that. At the same time, understanding macros, VBA, VBS, all these things are required in reference to the Excel part. Followed by this, having a knowledge over Access and PowerPoint will be an additional advantage. At the same time, in reference to the reporting itself is concerned, where we need to understand about monthly management reports, weekly and daily revenue reports, and all everything is required. Followed by this, exposure towards accounting and tax advisory is also equally needed. So these are all something comes under financial and accounting skills, which an individual must be good with. Followed by financial accounting skills, the next is technical skills. In reference to the technical skills and all, we need to have a knowledge over market reporting, something relating to QQ, S-base or management ledger. These are the market reports. Knowledge in reference to the technicalities itself is concerned should be good with. At the same time, S-base, IP, Incognos, these are all business objects related, right? So BA, all that. These are all additional advantages. At the same time, SQL is becoming important nowadays, like SQL, essays, clinical SAS reporting, data mining and data warehousing knowledge. Followed by this, knowledge over Power BI in creating effective dashboards is also required for any financial analyst job profile. So these are the skill sets which I have given you on a basic front. You may have an additional skill set which is required else apart. It may be. Right? So because that varies from organization to organization, seniority of the profile to profile, it will vary, as I mentioned you. But on a high level note, these are the three different skill set being a financial analyst applying person who is applying for financial analyst opportunities must be good with. One are underlying competencies are required. Next, financial and accounting skills, followed by technical skills. So these are the three basic skill sets which one must be good and familiar with when they're applying for financial analyst job opportunities, all that. If you have any questions, if you have any queries, and if you require any kind of training, coaching, and consulting services in reference to these things, please reach out to the contact details, which will be posted in below to this video. Thank you.